brains don't want to work hard, and we have to fight against the fact that our brains are wanting to consume. Working hard doesn't mean working for money, and it doesn't mean working for material things, but instead of working so that you don't have to consume. I think you should definitely work because you love the work.
Here's the definition of process: a series of actions or steps taken in order to achieve a particular end.
What's up guys, Jared McMore again. I don't have a vlog going up today or any other video, but I kind of just wanted to talk to you guys about loving the process. Nowadays life is so easy. We're handed so much through technology and through innovation that oftentimes we don't step back to look at just how easy it is. In the snap of a finger, you could have someone deliver you food in a second. In a snap of a finger, you can go into a coffee shop and have that coffee ready in 5 minutes. In America, where everything is really 10 times more easier to get than other places, I think we tend to forget that daily life is extremely easy. And I think when we forget that, we forget how to work hard, and we forget what working hard is because we're so used to life being so easy. If you think about it, the evolution of humanity, and you start to think about natural processes, start to understand that your brain and your body is working to just stay alive, and the fact that we get things so easy, whether it be food or things that make us happy, our brains are feeling satisfied, and they're satisfied and content on just consuming all the time. I'm not trying to compare humans to dogs, but if you look at dogs for a second, if you feed them, they're just going to keep eating. That's because their brain is telling them that they need more, and they need more food, and they're always needing to consume because they never know when they're not going to be able to consume. I think we as humans, especially in American society, tend to forget that our bodies want to naturally consume and that our brains want to naturally consume. Do I think it's bad to consume? Not necessarily, but as you'll see in a second, I do think it takes away from the potential that you have and the potential that you could do really great things. Because life is so easy and we're handed these things in a very fast way, kind of means that our brains don't want to work hard. And we have to fight against the fact that our brains are wanting to consume and just sit there every second of the day. I think we have to learn to ignore the natural processes which tend to take control and tend to want us to consume food, entertainment, and things that bring us happiness in the now, but don't get us anywhere in the long term. And I think this is the first step of working hard. And I think I've started to understand that working hard doesn't mean working for money, and it doesn't mean working for material things, but instead of working so that you don't have to consume, and working because you love your work. Your work is something that you'll hear all the time, and it's something that we're told in high school and throughout college and when we find a career, but it's often not something that people really take to heart. Most people either work for money or work for social statuses or work for the fact that whatever they're doing is going to advantage them in a material way. And it's not necessarily materials. It could be going on vacations, or it could be having experiences. For the materials, before the vacations, before the nice shiny cars, I think you should definitely work because you love the work. Often what I'll sit down and do at the beginning of a day is look over my daily work agenda and figure out the things that I love most and keep trying to do those things and keep the things that I don't love doing out of the process. Obviously there's always going to be some menial tasks that you'll have to do, especially if you're starting a business or starting something that you love, especially if what you're doing is at a very young stage, whether it be emails or whether it be really small tasks that you'll have to do throughout the day. Obviously you won't love every bit of your day, but you need to go at it with an understanding that it's contributing to something that you love, and it's contributing to something that's going to get you to doing what you love every day. Because it is so hard for us to fight the fact that our brains want to consume all the time, and that it's very easy to consume in today's daily life, you have to love your work, and you have to teach your brain to love your work. If you can do that, oftentimes you'll see yourself working for hours at a time without even knowing it. Sometimes I'm editing a huge project and hours seem to fly by, and I notice that the whole day goes quicker. As I progress in my life and as I progress in my professional journey, I'm hoping that more and more I'll find work that really inspires me to keep going and not stopping to consume or stopping to enjoy daily life, but instead to work because I love working. What you see here is an example of me doing something that I love, but there are two other loves in my life. One of them I can't share at the present moment, but another one is working at a funeral home and doing the work that I do there. So all three things that I'm doing in my life right now, I'm enjoying and I'm loving. When I start college, that might change. When I start college, I might not love it, but I might go at it with the understanding that this is going to contribute to doing something that I love for the rest of my life. And so what I challenge you to do is look at your daily agenda for today, figure out what you can do in life to maximize the things you enjoy and minimize the things you hate. Of course, you still have to make money, you still have to do things, so figure out how that work-life harmony would work out in your case, and figure out how long that's going to take and what goals you need to set to get yourself there. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe and like below as always, and turn on those notifications.
I don't need recognition, I'm on a mission, I'm paying dues, I'm in position, I'm staying up, it's getting late, you're doing good, I'm doing great, recognition, I'm on a mission, I'm paying dues, I'm in position, I'm staying up, it's getting late, you're doing good, I'm doing great. Hours of practice, they don't feel like working, overthinking, I don't mean to let the pain and hurting, I was main